your purpose in life? What are you meant to do? If you were to go out and ask the average Joe right now, the average guy, what is your purpose in life? And you'll probably get some generic answers. Like I wouldn't say generic in the sense of generic brands, but you'll get pretty similar answers. And the answers can wane in of, hey, you know what? I just want to be happy. I want my family to be good. I want me to be taken care of, or things like that. To a certain degree, generally speaking, vast majority of the people on this planet want to strive for the same thing. We all want to be in a position where we're all good. We all want to be in a position where our families, our loved ones, our friends are all good. We all want to be in a position where we are also ourselves in a position to chase what matters to us. And the biggest question that we don't ask ourselves every day, or we give ourselves half answers, is what are we here to do? What is our purpose? What is your purpose? And for a lot of us, that answer could be similar: to be happy, to be satisfied, to have my family good, all these things that I've mentioned before. But you couldn't be further from the truth. See, here's the thing. Life itself, this is the ultimate game, the biggest, craziest, wildest game that has ever been played in the history of being played. And it never stops. What comes with life? Life in itself comes with a lot of challenges, comes with a lot of obstacles that a lot of us going through it, we've all experienced our own trials. We've all experienced our own challenges and obstacles. And what we simply forget, because what a lot of people think is they go through these challenges of life, but they think the ultimate goal is to get to a destination, whether it's what we mentioned before, happiness or being good or having the families be good and all that stuff like that. But you don't realize that it doesn't work that way. It isn't a destination. You're in a game. You're in a cycle that doesn't stop. Your whole goal is to be consistently defeated by things that are better than you. That's your goal in life. Your whole purpose in life is to be challenged, is to be pushed, is to build a stronger version of you. Because realistically, when it comes down to it, that's what it takes to win. To be stronger, to be better, to be faster than what's next to you, to reach and accomplish that goal before the next thing does. And the only way to do that is to be tested continuously. And you have to keep being tested, and nothing tests you more than the lessons and the trials and the challenges that we all go through life. But we disregard the lessons that it teaches us. We disregard the opportunities that these challenges present in hopes of chasing something, some kind of peace, some kind of state, reaching a state of where we're all just happy and we're all content. And you don't realize that during those challenges, during those little moments, while you're going through the hurdle, while you're going through the shit, that's where happiness is found. And we miss it every single day. Because I'm going to tell you something, people. I'm going to tell you something. Time doesn't exist. It sounds crazy, but hear me out. Time does not exist. Think about it. We're here right now. You watching this video, you're here right now. You can't go back in time. You can only think about what happened back in time. You can only remember about what happened in time. And even those memories are memories of memories. And you can't go to the future. You can't be in the future. You can only conceptualize about it. You can only think about it. All right. You can only have ideas about it, but you don't know for certain what's going to happen in the future. What you're guaranteed is the now. And that's the problem people have. We're not focused on the now. The now is the realm that you will always exist in. And that's where happiness is found. On this destination we call life, as we graduate this levels towards life. as we graduate these levels, these little moments, these little pockets of happiness are the moments we actually look back to. Think about it. If you look at certain successful people, and I'm talking about not the people who got the wealth handed to them. I'm talking about people who worked for their money, right? You ask them, what was the most exciting time, you going through the journey you went to? What is the most exciting thing that ever happened to you? What the most common thing that you usually will find is that they refer back to the past of when they were at the lowest moments. They go back to the time where they faced the most the worst of adversities. They go back to that time and say, hey man, you know what, if I were to say it was a time that really, I wouldn't say made me happy, but really made me enjoy and embrace the person I am today, it's back then when I was in the shit. Because it helped me understand a lot. Not only understand about myself and what I'm capable of, but better understanding the people around me. People around you who are going to help you out at your lowest moments, and people around you who are going to help you out when you're not. But they always refer back to that time. So when you're in the struggle, you got to understand that nothing's going to be permanent. If there's anything that's going to be constant, it's change. If you're going through shit right now, you got to understand that it is not going to be forever. Even the shit that we're going through right now, this is not going to be permanent. It will change. It just depends on how you decide to adapt to it. And remember, this is a game. At every level, you're going to have problems. If you decide to stop, and what most people do, guess what? The problems are still there. They're not going to go away. You have to defeat that boss in order for you to get to the next point. And when you get to the next point, guess what? There's another boss there, and you have to defeat that boss before you can get to the next point. And when you get to the next point, guess what? There's another boss there, and it never stops, because this is like I said before, it just goes round and round and round. So when you're trying to think about what you're meant to do in this life, first of all, you have to understand why you get out of bed. Why do you do it? If you can't answer that question honestly, you got a lot of thinking to do. Once you've understood that, then it's simply a matter of understanding, pretty much having kind of an idea of where you want to go. Whether it's saying, hey, I know for a fact I want to be in a position that I want to be able to give back to my community, right? Or I want to be in a position where I want to be able to take care of my family. Whatever that end goal means to you, whatever that end level is to you, you got to make sure that every single day you wake up, you are striving towards that. And the decisions you make, the little decisions you make every single day, it matters more than you think. It's heading towards that goal and that path you set out for yourself. And along the way, you are going to encounter challenges, and you're going to encounter obstacles, and you're just going to encounter things that are just not going to make sense. But you got to stay true to what's in here and what's in here. That no matter what happens to me, when I go out there and face the real world, I'm going to be all right. But there's where I'm going. I have a goal there. I want to make sure I'm in a better place. And it's not saying that this is for everyone. Most people don't think this way. Most people won't think this way. Most people want the easy way out. It's hard to figure out to spend some time figuring out why, you get out of bed in the morning. It's hard, going out there, dealing with these challenges and just not, and trying not to give up. It's hard. It's hard. It's easy to give up. It's easy to, complain. It's easy to, be the victim. It's easy to be all these things that don't require action, that don't require will, that don't require determination and persistence. It's easy to be all those things. It's hard to be the other things. It's hard. But those are the things that make us us and make you you. So, I mean, I can go on forever for this, but I know where I want to be. I know where I need to be. It's just all about taking that time to figure it out for yourself too, as well. And that's